Hi, we're going to build a circuit. We're going to do number 1 on your electricity review. So if you would please go to number 1, you need to build the circuit. And first let's go through and identify all of the different things that are in here and make sure that we can do that part. So here we go. This right here we know is 2 batteries. And this over here is a resistor. And this up here is the ammeter. So please make sure that you can do that. And this measures current, because it's like amps. Okay. Also, if you notice, there's some values here. So this is telling you how much current is going through, being provided by this voltage of battery. The first thing we need to do is actually build the circuit. And we're going to use a light bulb for the resistor. So if we want to and be fancy, we can go here and we can change this to the correct symbol, because I don't want to use resistors. What makes it a lot easier, you can actually see when a light bulb lights up. Bye, Mr. Iapan. Bye. So what we want to do first is build this circuit. If you notice, this is also a series circuit, which means that everything is connected. It will break if there is a break. So when it is an open circuit, nothing in the circuit will work. Also, everything has to share. So this is the sharing circuit. In this case, we won't see much of an effect because this right here, we only have one component. That would be one device in the circuit. We only have one light bulb. If we were to add another one, however, we would see that it would become more dim. All right? So now let's take a look at our materials here. We have our circuit box, and let us build this circuit. So here we go. We need one light bulb. We're only going to use one battery. If you notice, we do have 2 batteries in the drawing. We have one light bulb. Here is our battery. We are not going to use the switch, and we are going to use this right here. I also have my voltmeter, and that's going to be, we're going to have to change this to set it up so that it acts as an ammeter. So the multimeter, you're going to switch this down and leave a gap in between. You want to make sure you flip over to DCA. You're measuring the DC current because you're using a battery, and that provides DC current. When we flip this on, we see that this one works. So now let us build. We want to put our battery in. It seems like this is kind of weak, so let's make this a little bit tighter. There we go. So we have our battery. We're going to connect it to, here it says the battery is going to be connected to our ammeter. So we're going to put our ammeter in. We'll leave this so we can pop the leads in. All right? And this is what you do when you measure the current. You have to put it in series. That's why we have a series circuit here. Then we are going to connect to our light bulb and back to our, we're going to connect back to the battery. So if you notice, we have our battery connected to our ammeter, connected to our light bulb. So let's take a look at the current through here. This one says we should have 2 amps. We're not using 10 volts of energy though, so we don't have a 10-volt battery. So we're not going to see it come up as 2 amps. Here is the reading. Can you see it? Oh, good. So now what you do, you notice this is an open circuit, which means it will not work. In order for us to make it work, we have to close the circuit by installing the ammeter. When you do this properly, you notice the light bulb lights up, and we also have a current passing through. It's negative 0.13. We can change the negative and positive by flipping our leads, or these 2 little thingies, the probes. So you can call these probes or leads. You switch them and you notice we have about 0.13 amps of current. Okay, so this is how you measure the current in a series circuit with a light bulb and a battery. I'm going to pause that for now, and then I'll go on to the calculation in the next video.